Hello students, thank you for watching my previous presentations. Now today's presentation is on one of the basic need for our survival, that is chapter 3, food and health. Now you know food gives us energy to work and play, it helps us to grow and fight from diseases. Now, the food we take contains the nutrients in the form of nutrients which is present in the food. Now, we will learn what are the basic nutrients present in food which our body needs. So, there are mainly 5 types of nutrients in our food, that is carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins, minerals. They all together are called nutrients. So, our body need daily these 5 nutrient in right amount. Let's see, here the components of food is given in a food pyramid, means how much percentage of these nutrients we should take daily in our meal. That is 40% we have to take carbohydrates. 35% we have to take fruits and vegetables. 20% we have to take the milk and milk product, that is protein. And 5% means in the less amount we have to take fat. So this is the percentage we have to take the nutrients in our diet daily, which is called food pyramid. Next comes one by one we will discuss about various nutrients. Number 1 is carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are the main source of energy for food for the body. Without carbohydrates, the body cannot work or function properly. Daily we are doing work. For work we need energy. From where we will get energy? From the nutrient. Which part of the nutrient? We'll get the energy from the carbohydrate rich food. Let's see what are the sources. Sugar, bread, beans, grains, some fruits like banana, mango, milk, vegetables like potato and sweet potato are the various sources from where we'll get carbohydrates. So when we will consume these foods, we will get energy to our body. Here are the various sources of carbohydrates. Next nutrients is the fat. Fat give us more energy than carbohydrates. Now fat also give energy, more energy. But we should not take fat in high amount, because if we will take fat in high amount, it will cause diseases. Sources of fats are oil, ghee, butter, whole egg, nuts. Fats keep our body warm. The extra intake of fat is stored in our body under the skin and provides energy whenever the body needs it. Okay, so whenever suppose if we are not eating for few days, so the fat stored in our body will give energy in that time. Okay, so that is the use of the fats. But if extra fats we will take, it will be stored under the skin and the person will gain weight and will cause so many diseases. So we should not eat too much fat. Here are the various sources of the fat given in the image. Next comes the proteins, means the body building food. Protein help our body to grow. That's why the name is given to the protein, body building food. They help our body to build muscles, blood, skin and other organs. They also help our body to repair worn out part and heal wounds in case of an injury. So when we get hurt, okay, so automatically the wound is being healed. So who will heal? Which nutrient will help in healing? The protein will help in healing. So we should eat protein rich food in our diet. Sources are pulses, peas, beans, soya beans, milk, cheese, egg, meat, fish are the rich in proteins. Children need more protein because it helps in growth and development of their muscles, because children are in developing stage. Okay, they are daily growing from the infant to the child, okay, child to the adult. So daily the growth is there. That's why children need more proteins. Here are the sources of proteins. Now next comes the vitamins and minerals. Here one question is there, vitamins and minerals can only be extracted from plant. Is it true or false? The answer is false, because vitamins and minerals are needed in small quantities. They help us to fight diseases and keep us healthy. That's why they are known as soldiers. Okay. Green leafy vegetables, fruit, fish, egg, milk are good source of vitamins and minerals. Now here you see in the source fish, egg, milk is there. Now these are the animal products. So the above statement was false, because vitamins and minerals we get from both plant and animals. Now here are minerals like calcium, iron, iodine are important minerals needed by our body. Various vitamins are vitamins A, B, C, D, E, K are essential vitamins which our body needs daily. So what is the function of vitamins and minerals? It fight from the diseases. Here are the sources of vitamins and minerals. See, various sources are given in the image. Next comes what essential vitamins our body needs, means different types of vitamins and their uses. Now before that we will learn vitamins are of two types, water soluble and fat soluble. Water soluble means they dissolve in water very easily. Fat soluble does not dissolve in water, they dissolve in fat and oil. That's why the name is given fat soluble. Okay, these are the two types of vitamins. Now comes vitamin A. What is the use of vitamin A? It is necessary for healthy eyes and skin. Okay. Vitamin B keeps skin, muscles and nerves healthy. Next comes vitamin C, keeps our gums strong and healthy. Vitamin D is necessary for strong bone and teeth. These are the essential vitamins which our body need for proper functionings. Okay. Here are the sources of fat soluble vitamins. Next comes the minerals. Minerals, calcium. Now all of you know our bone and teeth are made up of calcium. To make our bone and teeth strong, what we have to take? Calcium rich food. Now let's see the sources of the calcium, from where we'll get milk and milk product. Next is the iron, is used for our body to make blood. So when you were learning about circulatory system, you came with the familiar with the word red blood cells, hemoglobin. Okay, so this mineral help in making the blood in the body. What all is present? Green leafy vegetables and meat are rich source of iron. Here are the various minerals showing. Magnesium is also which our body needs, zinc is also there, potassium is also there. These are the various minerals which our body need for proper functioning. Next comes the roughage or dietary. Roughage is the fiber present in our food. It includes those part of plant food that our body cannot digest. Okay. It is necessary for proper functioning of digestive system by bowel movement. Roughage is found mainly in fresh fruit, vegetables and whole grains. Now you see in the image it is showing apple is there, leafy vegetables is there. Okay, so these all contain roughage. Actually roughage are the fibers, as our cloth is also made of the fabrics, the thread like structure. The roughage is also thread like structure. It gives shape to our food. For the normal functioning of the digestive system, means it gives shape to the food. Okay, bowel movement from the mouth goes to the food canal, esophagus, to the stomach, okay, then to the small intestine, large intestine, and the waste is thrown out from the body. So it give a proper shape to the food for the peristalsis movement, means for the proper movement of the food from different parts of the digestive system. Okay, so roughage is very important. Otherwise what will happen? We will have the disease called constipations. Okay, the waste things thrown out from the body, it will take time to throw the waste from the body. So who will help? The roughage, the fiber will provide the shape to our food for the peristalsis movement. Next comes the water, very essential part. Water is essential for our body to function properly. It is necessary for digestion, absorption, repair and build body. It help in removing waste from the body in the form of urine and sweat. 65 to 75% of body is water. Now our blood also contain water. So water is very essential for all life processes as it is a medium for everything. We should drink 8 glasses, approx 2 to 3 liters of water daily. Okay, so it's very important part of our body. All it is required for process that take place in the body. So components of balanced diet. Here various images are showing. Okay, the child image is there, the lady is working in the laptop, in the office the image is there, pregnant woman image is there, and elderly person image is there. So what all diet they should have to remain healthy? Let's see. We should eat food that contain all nutrients in right proportion. Growing children need lots of protein and carbohydrates in their diet along with other nutrients. A person whose work involves sitting in an office will require much less amount of carbohydrates and fats in his diet. Pregnant woman requires all the nutrients in large amount for the proper growth of the baby. Elderly people need high fiber diet along with moderate amount of minerals. Food should not be overcooked as its nutrients get destroyed. Nutrients such as vitamin C destroyed on cooking, so the food containing such nutrients should be eaten in the form of salad or fruits. Means the first image you see, the children need more protein because protein is known as building food. Okay, so that's why the growth is there. For growth, which nutrient is needed? Protein. And energy is also required more. So where we'll get the energy? From the carbohydrates. So the children diet should have protein and carbohydrate more in their diet. Now see, the lady is working, means she is not doing more physical work. That's why she need less amount of energy, means carbohydrates and fat in his or her diet. Now pregnant women require all the nutrients because the baby is in the womb. Okay, that's why she need all the nutrients in large amount. The mother also need and the baby also need. Two of them need. That's why she has to take more amount of all nutrients. Elderly people need high fiber diet along with moderate, means high roughage diet with moderate amount of minerals to fight from diseases. Otherwise they will fall sick very easily. Food should not be overcooked because if we will overcook, all the nutrients will get destroyed. Like vitamin C, we are not cooking, we are eating raw in the form of salad or fruits. Next is, what is the importance of balanced diet? It helps in proper development of children during their growth. It provides energy so that we can do work. It helps us to maintain an ideal body weight, means it maintain the weight. Next is, it helps in improving concentration, memory and keep us active throughout the day. It helps us fighting injuries, diseases and infection. It also helps in preventing diseases. These are the various importance of having a balanced diet. When we take balanced diet, this all function is there. Next is the junk food. See here, delicious Hakka Chowmin is there. But it's not good for our health. The food that contain lots of sugar, salt and fat but very little amount of nutrients and fibers is called junk food. Means less nutrient is present in it. That's why it is given junk food. Now what are the various junk food? Potato chips or french fries, chocolate, candies, soft drink, burger, pizza, patties and very all more junk foods are there. Now what are the bad effects of eating junk food? Body does not get all the nutrients, means no balanced diet is there. Lack of energy will be there. If energy is only not there, you will not be able to do any work. Weight gain, okay. Stomach infection will be there. disease like diabetes, heart diseases will occur. So in the image you see bad food is showing burger, pizza. Okay. The child is also having chowmin there. So these are the various junk food, but it has the consequences, bad consequences. Proceeding further, how to make our diet healthier? What all should we eat to make our diet healthier? Avoid eating too much sugar, salt and spices. Use less for cooking, avoid less oil for cooking, avoid eating too much of ghee and butter. Include curd, salad, fresh fruit in meals because curd contain good bacteria which help in our digestion. Salad contain the more of roughage fibers which help in proper digestion. Add sprout of pulses and grams to our meal. Abundant of things are there in sprout. Whole grains that add fiber to our diet. And eat fermented food like dosas, idlis, dhokla. They contain useful bacteria and yeast which are good for digestion. So these all things are for what we have to take in our diet. Here are the important benefits of sprout. Aid in digestion, boost immune system, aid in weight management, protect against cancer, improve blood circulation in body, help to reduce risk of heart ailments, means heart disease, help in growth and development of body, inhibit growth of cold sore and reduce effect of allergy reactions and asthma. So one sprout is having so many uses. So we should add sprout in our diet, means in smart snacking we can add sprout in it. Disease caused by bad food habits. Eating junk food regularly and not doing exercise and physical work leads to many diseases. That disease is given name lifestyle diseases. Now you see what are the lifestyle diseases. So number one is obesity, means more having junk food. See, the fat is being under the skin, means gain weight. Second is diabetes. Third is high blood pressure. Fourth is anemia. These are the lifestyle diseases. So one by one we will discuss obesity. When people gain excessive weight due to accumulation of excess fat, that disease is known as obesity. See the boy, excess fat is stored in the body. Okay, this disease is called obesity. Symptoms, how we will know that obesity, the person is having disease obesity? Excessive weight will be there, tiredness and sluggishness will be there. Sluggishness means we will not be able to do work, means we will feel very low, slow than normal people of doing work, the laziness you say. Next is the high blood pressure, when fat gets deposited into the arteries. Now in blood circulation, circulatory system, you have studied what is artery. It is present in the heart and it is followed in the arteries. With the help of arteries, the oxygenated blood is passed to the different parts of the body. Okay, so arteries, vein and capillaries you have studied. So blood cannot flow through them easily. Clogged arteries cause high blood pressure. As you see in the image, the yellow part is called the cholesterol, or the fat is deposited which blocks the blood to flow easily. So this disease is called high blood pressure. Symptom is heaviness and dizziness, excessive sweating and breathlessness. So a person is having these all problems, means is suffering from high blood pressure. Next is diabetes. It is a condition which is caused by excess sugar accumulation in the blood, means excess sugar part is in the blood. Stress and lack of physical activity may cause this. Okay, now you see in the image, the first one, it is showing the normal, the less amount of glucose particles is there. The small circle type you see red color, that is glucose. The person suffering from diabetes, see the more glucose content is in the blood. Okay, which is the disease called diabetes. Symptoms are person feel thirsty and hungry all the time, excess passing of urine. These are the symptoms of diabetes. Next is the anemia. It is caused when there is less red blood cells in the blood. Now red blood cells you have studied in circulatory system. Okay, that what is required, this may result from lack of iron in our body. So one of the mineral, iron is needed. Okay, you have studied, means iron help in the formation of blood. So if iron is not there, means less of red blood cell is there. If less of red blood cells, what is the function of red blood cells? To transport oxygen to different body parts. So less oxygen supply will also there, so the person will suffer from anemia. Okay, see the normal red blood cell is showing in the image, and the anemic level means the person is suffering from anemia. The less red blood cell is present. Okay, the symptom is pale skin, पीला पड़ जाता है skin, breathlessness, सांस लेने में दिक्कत होता है, loss of appetite means भूख नहीं लगता है. Prevention of lifestyle diseases, how we can prevent it? Eat a balanced diet, avoid junk foods, use less oil while cooking, drink 6 to 7 glasses of water regularly, exercise regularly or do outdoor physical activities like jogging, skipping, playing and swimming, have proper and adequate sleep. If we will have these things, we will not have lifestyle diseases, means diabetes, high blood pressure, obesity. Deficiency disease. Deficiency disease is defined as a disease caused by lack of a particular nutrient in the diet. Okay, कोई भी न्यूट्रिएंट के कमी से जो डिजीज़ होता है उसको बोलते हैं डिफिशेंसी डिजीज़, चाहे वो कार्बोहाइड्रेट हो, प्रोटीन हो. ओके, उससे कमी से जो बीमारी होता है उसको बोलते हैं डिफिशेंसी डिजीजेस. नाउ यू सी दिस इज goiter is one of the deficiency disease. The ricket is one of the deficiency disease, and the marasmus is one of the deficiency disease. Now we will study next slide what are the various deficiency diseases. Name of the diseases. Number 1 is Kojaker, protein. It is the disease caused by the lack of protein, and this disease is occurring in children between 1 to 5 years age. This is given in your book also, page number 42. The table is there, you have to learn that table. The symptom is swollen stomach, thin limbs, cracked skin, discolored hair. Okay, the second is marasmus, protein and carbohydrates. Loss of muscles, you see in the image, the child, the muscles is not developed, thin stomach is there, loose skin and discolored hair, means the proper growth will be not there, and the child will have not energy less. The child will feel, why? Because protein will help the child for the growth, and this child is suffering from a disease called marasmus, means both protein and carbohydrate is very less. Okay, the middle one you see Kojaker, the swollen stomach is there, पेट फूला हुआ है उसका. Okay, this disease is called Kojaker. See in the last image, the left side, both Kojaker and marasmus image is given, means you can differentiate between these two diseases. Next deficiency disease is vitamin A, loss of vision, means the person will not be able to see clearly, or complete loss of vision. Vitamin B, you see in the image vitamin A disease is there. Vitamin B, very weak muscles and very little energy to work. Vitamin C, scurvy, the gum disease. Okay, so we should have vitamin C in our diet. Vitamin D, rickets, see the normal leg is there and the person suffering from ricket is there. Okay, the bone bent, becomes soft. Calcium, bones and teeth decay will be there. Weak bones, tooth decay will, these are the deficiency disease and the symptoms. Some more deficiency disease we will learn. Osteoporosis, vitamin D, means the weak bone which break very easily. Goiter, iodine, the swollen neck, you see the right side image, the lady neck is swollen. Okay, that disease is called goiter. Mental instability in children, if it is occur in children, mentally retardedness will be there. Middle you see anemia, I have discussed. Iron deficiency. Tooth decay, fluorine deficiency will be there, the tooth decay will occur, you see in the image. Okay, so these are the deficiency diseases. Now how we will prevent these deficiency diseases and control of deficiency diseases? Here are the various things. We should have proper hygiene, availability of safe and clean water supply in adequate amount, intake of vitamins, iron, calcium supplements, imparting health education to spread health awareness, including food item rich in good food, calcium, green vegetables, fruit in the diet. So while having these all, we will not suffer from any deficiency diseases. Proceeding further, food adulteration. What is food adulteration? Addition of unwanted and cheaper substance to food item is called food adulteration. Okay, let's see. Adding water to milk to increase its quantity, that is also food adulteration, means water is added to milk. Mixing oil of poppy seed to mustard oil, mixing dried papaya seeds with black pepper, mixing stone hips to cereals and pulses. Okay, चावल में कंकड़ निकल जाता ना, that is also food adulteration. Some more it is, tea is there. In the tea, use tea leaves and colored is there. It will cause disease, liver disorder. Milk, unhygienic water, as we saw in previous points. Okay, edible oil, unedible oil will be there, the disease will occur. Turmeric, lead chromate will be there, which will cause liver disorder. So these are the food, various food adulteration, adulterants. Now here one quote is there, don't focus on how much you eat, focus on what you eat. So for the thing, basically we have to eat the balanced diet, do regular exercise, have adequate amount of water and proper sleep. Okay, stay at home, stay safe. Thank you for watching my presentation.